Okay, we have volume. We're good to go. Hi guys, welcome back to another live video here on my channel. If you are new here to my channel, welcome. I have been live swatching nail polish collections from indie, mainstream brands, whatever I can get my hands on for 5 years now, and just kind of trying to help you with your buying experience with a live swatch to hopefully help you make up your mind about whether or not you want something that may be a little bit better than just a photo will do. And I have no affiliations with the brands that I swatch, and so you're always getting a completely honest review from me, and you can see from the live swatch with your own eyes if something is good or not. So hopefully it helps you out. Today we're going to be looking at the Holo Taco Pastel Rainbow Bundle, Pastel Rainbow collection of holographic linear holos, and these are glorious. They are so good. So I'm going to like put a pin in the fact that these are like pretty darn expensive for the amount of polish that you get. We're going to put a pin in that. We can address that at the end of the video. For now, let's talk about the quality of these polishes, the appearance. They are really beautiful. Christine did a fantastic job with these. And this is not considered an indie brand. This is considered a boutique brand because she doesn't hand mix these. They are formulated, well, she perhaps formulates them herself, but then they're made for her, packaged. Everything's done for her in a factory, I believe. I mean, I don't know the inner workings of her business, but I'm pretty sure, because when you have an audience as huge as hers, it would be impossible for one person to do. Hi guys, welcome in. So my early birds today are bite-sized Quila, Kate, Aunt Rowdy, Lisa, and Kristen, Bianca. Hi. Okay, so I was super pleased that these are fantastic. Basically everything that I've tried from her brand, I've really enjoyed. The only reason that I don't like wholeheartedly recommend these to you every single time, okay, there's two reasons. The first one is price point. I know a lot of you are concerned with, stretching your dollar, purchasing, really efficiently, economically, and they're not the best holos for your price point, or polishes in general for your price point, in my opinion. This is a person who highly values like an indie brand, indie product that's hand mixed, small business kind of situation. Price point for me, I don't feel like, now, are these holos amazing? Yes, they are really amazing. However, for what you're getting, the price point, I feel like is a little high. The other reason I don't always just be like, whoa, you need these right now, is because her brand is kind of, it's really producing products that I feel like flooded the market about 4 years ago. So she's making things that are likely to already be in your collection. And that's the other reason that I don't say, well, you have to go get these, because there's a pretty good chance that you already have something like this in your collection. So I think like maybe the main reason to purchase these would be if you're just starting out, or if you're a huge fan of the maker, which I would totally understand both of those things. So now that we have that out there, we're going to go ahead and get to swatching. You're going to see that these are fantastic holos. They have a really awesome holographic flare. The result that you're going to get, you're going to love it. There's no way you'll be disappointed with any of these polishes. So we're going to go ahead and get into it. I purchased the whole collection from her website. And like I said, I'm not affiliated with anything. I completely just give you my open, honest opinion of things. And so let's go ahead and get into it. So we're not going to go in rainbow order. We're going to go in alphabetical order, meaning we're going to start with Coral Chaser. And this one is the red. We're just going to go straight through the rainbow here. And maybe it's a coral, but I'm just going to go ahead and call it a red. So I have photos for you of the polishes in indoor light and outdoor light. That thumbnail there just has the outdoor, because I feel like if you're working with a polish that the main point of the polish is the holo, I mean, why not showcase the outdoor holo shot. Kind of harkening back to what I was saying before, I think just like plain holos were really popular about 4 years ago, and now I feel like what's on the market is, you know, that's already been kind of done. Now it's like holos with extra things added. So for me, I think you probably are likely to have something like this in your collection. However, if you're just getting into collecting, or if you're a huge fan of this maker, you can see here, we've got basically a one coat holo. So these are considered pastel holos to the maker. I think what that's referring to is the appearance is just like a softer color in the pigmentation rather than just like a super bright red. Obviously, you've got like a softer red, aka she's added more holo in. It kind of silvers out the color, making for a more intense holographic, but you have a less intense pigmentation on the color. So it means more holo. So if you're buying these for the intense holo, that's a good thing. And because these have a lower level of pigmentation in the liquid pigment, you're going to have less likely to have any staining issues. Hi, Liney Loves Beauty. Yay, awesome. I'm so glad. And Bite Size, you're a new collector, so you don't have much like this. Perfect. See, that's kind of what I was thinking. You know, if you don't already have a full collection of holos, you will love these. They're going to apply fantastically for you, and they're going to give you an awesome holo flare, which is, I think, the whole point of this collection. Next up, we're going to look at the indigo shade, and this one's called Lavender Syrup. So there's a purpley, or excuse me, a pinky purple, a bluish purple, which is this one, and then there's a straight blue. So Lavender Syrup, these all have a like a beverage name, which is fun. And they have the tendency to apply quite a bit of product. It wasn't problematic. It's just something that I learned as I went, that I ended up wiping a lot off my brush. So basically one coaters here, which is really nice. You know what these actually were really reminding me of when I was swatching them? They remind me of the OG Super Chick Lacquer holos. They're basically, they feel just exactly like that. The flare is the same. The application is really similar. Anyway, just thought that was interesting that they've felt like I was using a really similar product. Next we have Lemon Spritzer, and this is kind of like a chartreuse because of all the silver added. Oh, I forgot to change the picture. Whoopsies. This was the Lavender Syrup, and we'll come back through these as we're going through for our second coat. And here is the chartreuse. If you just look at the top pictures, I mean, you can see I didn't have to do, like, I wasn't trying to make these look awesome. You just step outside and the flare is glorious. Like I said, glorious. The collection is glorious. So if you don't have holos, I think you will really love these. Can you find similar products from small businesses? Yes, you can. So, you know, that's my other thing is, like, these are factory made, they're not hand mixed. So it depends on what your priority is when you're purchasing your component. So in my opinion, buying a handmade product, that's taking a lot more effort on the maker's part versus mix it up, you know, get the formula going, and then you send it off to a lab and it just gets made in mass production. Those are two different things. So, you know, it really depends on, like I said, what you're looking for, what your priorities are when you're shopping. Let's switch over to the green. This one's called Mint Mojito. I remembered that one because I thought it was so cute. Mint Mojito. This one's maybe less pastel and maybe just more like a soft evergreen to me. It's slightly blue leaning on me. It's really pretty. So there's the first four. I'm going to go back through and do a second coat, even though, like, you could totally get away with just the one coat and some top coat, and just save your product, especially because it is kind of expensive. But two coats is going to give you a little bit more dynamic look on the nail, a fuller look on the nail, and give you, it's going to deepen that pigmentation just a little bit. I do prefer them at 2 coats, but if you're trying to conserve your product, I could see you just doing the 1 coat, because look at that. Look at that. No nail line. I bet you when she was making these, I'm just going to put forth a guess. Her priorities were ease of application, aka let's try to get them as close to 1 coat as we can, and let's pack as much holo in that we can for our return that we need to make off of each polish to be able to continue paying all of our workers and all that stuff. But I bet you she was just like, put as much holo in there as you possibly can, which I appreciate. I really appreciate that. Okay, next we have one of my faves. This is, what did I say? Lemon drop. So I guess that's not a drink. Lemon Spritzer. There you go. Lemon Spritzer. And then last on this hand is Mint Mojito. Okay. So see what I mean? Gorgeous, gorgeous. Really, really excellent. If you, like some people here in the comments have said they are just starting out, if you picked up this whole thing, you'd be good to go on Holos. Like, if you don't care about if there's anything extra fun added into your holo and you just want plain holo, you would be good to go, because she covers all your bases here. They're really fun to play with together. Super, super great collection. I was highly pleased with it. Oh, I missed a comment. Very on top of consistency of shades of colors, like she put a lot of thought for Mint Mojito. I bet she did. I bet each one of these is like her little babies, and she's really, really proud. And I bet you she worked on the consistency until she had it absolutely perfect. I bet you did, because you can tell when you use them, the quality is 100%. 100% on quality. I have no issues with this collection whatsoever. I think if you're in the market for these, you will be thoroughly pleased with everything. I want to make sure you guys don't think that I'm like bagging on the brand. I am definitely not. I have always said in all of my reviews for this brand that the products are top notch. Top notch. So I'm definitely a fan. And it just depends on what your price point is, you know, like what you want to spend per milliliter. That's all. Okay, next up we're doing peach tea. This is the orange one. And another beautiful, basically 1 coat, linear holo. And you will blind everybody when you step outside. / you won't be able to stop looking at them when you're driving in your car. Linear holos are dangerous when you go outside, because it's hard to, hi Susan! It's hard to stop looking at them. They're so beautiful. Oh, this is another one of my favorites. Sorry, I know I stopped switching the picture. I will do that in just a second. This is another one. So I think this is called Pink Fizz, but it's more like a violet to me, and I love it. So the yellow one and this one are my favorite. Yeah, it's called Pink Fizz. Peach tea is this one. It's the orange. Let me get the full photo up here. I wanted to include a macro for all of these as well, because it looks amazing up close too. Look at that flare and that orange on the top. So yummy. Okay, moving over to the there we go. Oh, I love this one so much. Love it. Love, love, love. Okay, last up we're looking at sparkling water. Marlene, you prefer multi-chromes and flakies over holos. I feel like the indie community, or not indie community, I said the wrong thing. Nail polish in general goes through phases of like what's really popular. And multichromes were really, really popular, and then linear holos were really, really popular. Now flakies and iridescent shimmer is what is really popular. But there's always like that thing that's going to stay in your heart that's going to be like, oh, this is my jam. And I love that. You're funny. Yes, not everybody can do potion. I mean, like I said, she does what she has to do to be able to get these products out there. She has a huge audience, a huge amount of people that want to purchase her product. That's the only thing you can do. You can't sit there in your basement mixing polish all day long. I mean, she would. So, believe me, I totally get it. I totally get it. Okay, we're going back in. Oh, I didn't show you the blue. I feel like I'm talking to some hardcore Christine fans here today, and please don't be offended. I like Christine, and I think she's hilarious. So please, don't be offended. I just come at it from a little bit different of a position. Although, I think I was always concerned with, you know, what's going to give you the most money for your budget. Even when I started my channel, but now that I'm a maker, I come at it with a little bit different of a perspective as well, because I can pretty much tell you exactly what it costs to make this product. I said pretty much. I don't know her specific component, but it does give you a little bit different of a perspective. So I have a little bit of guesswork in my head. And I do not know, I don't want to misspeak here. I do not know how much it costs to have your stuff made in a factory. I do not know. So, bottom line, they're beautiful product. I think Christine is fantastic. I don't want you guys to think that I'm hating on her. But I've got some hardcore fans in here, I think, right now. All right, guys. So, here's the final three. Let's pop up that image back up here again. And you guys can look at the rainbow. I just love rainbows. So, yes. Ta-da! That's... Oh, hi! Is it Lita? Welcome, welcome. Thanks, Lisa. Okay, just want to make sure, Sierra. Jamie Lee, your TV is bigger, phone has the chat. Well, if you have these on your TV, she's gonna blow out your screen with all the Holo goodness. That's cool. Thanks, Aunt Rowdy. I'm coming out of it more of because I know that a lot of people are, you know, you want to try all the things. It's really hard. You want to try all the things, and you got to figure out where to stretch your dollar and things like that. So I'm just making assumptions based on where I'm able to purchase my product from. And I can only imagine if you're purchasing it in even huger quantities, your savings is actually going to be even a little bit better. So anyway, I'm sure she's making it for the best price point that she can, and to have it made where she needs to have it made, pay all the people that are working for her. I'm sure she's giving everybody a really fair deal. Like I said, I really like Christine. So it just depends on what your price point is and if these are worth it to you. They are 12 milliliter bottles. Like I said, I was going to talk about price point then. They're 12 milliliter bottles, and they're $14 a bottle, which is actually more than you would spend for an indie polish. And these are not handmade. These are made in, you know, big vats, which means that you can actually be more efficient and save more money. And so that's kind of like where I'm coming from. I feel like that's a very fair assessment. Don't hate me, guys. I feel like it's a very fair assessment to just make note of, you know, what it costs. So her packaging, yes, Jamie Lee, let's talk about packaging. Packaging is phenomenal. She's got adorable caps. They've got the soft matte touch. They come, at least if you purchase them like kind of quickly, like I did this time around, you get the collector box. So, you know, you take all these things and weigh them into, you know, where your priority is when you're shopping. Happy National Nurses Day. Fantastic. Kayla, thanks for letting us know. Thanks, Diana. I feel like this got to be a Holo Taco versus MSM. I never want to do that on here. I'm so sorry if it felt like I was doing that. I never want it to be like a comparison between brands. So let's just rewind. Nope. So, all right. Thank you, Lisa. Can you guys tell my cheeks are getting a little red? Because I get a little embarrassed with confrontation. I felt like you guys maybe thought I was dogging on this a little bit, which I was not. If you go back to the beginning of my video, my first comments were, this collection is amazing. So anyway, friends, now you know what my experience was with them. You watched me swatch them live. You saw how opaque they got at one coat. Hopefully this helps you decide if you need any of these in your life. So that's going to be it for today's video. I appreciate you guys stopping in today and having this lovely dialogue with me. I really appreciate that. Aunt Rowdy says, I have all the collector boxes from Holo Taco. Do you have this one? Do you have this beautiful pastel rainbow one? Super, super fun. Okay, guys, so that's going to be it for today. Tim gets to come home from the rehab clinic after his open heart surgery that he had tomorrow. So I don't think, actually I'm not exactly sure when I'm picking him up, but I think that I better not overcrowd my day tomorrow just in case. Joy has a dentist appointment in the morning getting more fillings. And, oh look, you guys, I actually did my makeup today. Ta-da! I tried that new e.l.f. concealer, the one where you pop, or like pump the cap at the bottom. It's nice. And then I have one of those new ColourPop. They're like vibrant eye crayons or something in the waterline, and then a ColourPop bright yellow in the inner corner. I try not to wear too much eyeshadow over my lid anymore these days because I find that the longevity of my lash extensions is greatly affected in if I wear eye makeup or not, because if you consider like the removal process and just the product falling into your lashes, I find that I can make my lashes last a little bit longer if I don't wear, if I'm not like taking off too much shadow and stuff. So, and I never ever wear liner anymore because just like the process of trying to remove it takes off so many lashes. Hi, Leanne Angel. See, I'm glad that you appreciate that. I want to review all the things that I think you might be interested in. And obviously, coming to you with this review, I am of the opinion that many people are going to be into this collection. AKA, I have a high opinion of her brand. So I feel like when I get a little bit critical of things like price point, you guys might think that I'm coming like hard on the brand just because I've been reviewing nail polish for so long, and I'm not. I'm not coming hard for her brand. All right, you guys. Tim's coming home tomorrow. It's wonderful, I know. Except he just messaged me and he's like, have you got any calls from them yet to tell you when to come pick me up? And the answer is nope. So, I don't know. Anyway, I'm excited to see what this brand is going to do next. We have done, I think she did like a Holo rainbow first, then she did some creams, then she did those iridescent flaky toppers, then we're back to pastel rainbows. And I think I didn't purchase the creams, but everything else that I've tried so far has been super nice. Thank you, Marlene. I appreciate that. Yes, Kristen, me too. Okay, my friends, so I will see you on Saturday for Swatchfest, and I hope you have a fantastic rest of your day. Did you guys party it up for Cinco de Mayo last night? Thank you, Diana. I think it's sometimes when I see new friends come in and chat and they just don't know me like you guys know me, I just want to share the love. But at the same time, when you're trying to be like a comprehensive reviewer for nail polish in general, you can't just be like, oh, everything is positive all the time. Like, you have to be honest and say what you really think. So anyway, all right, I'll see you back on Saturday for more swatching and giveaways. If you're watching this review and you enjoyed this and you want to come back on Saturday, we do giveaways, and just have some fun, hang out. Just being there for each other during this time, which is not necessarily quarantine time, but it's still not back to normal, sadly, a year later. So we will continue to have Swatchfest and chill as long as you guys enjoy it. So you had tacos for dinner, Aunt Rowdy. We made burritos. It was so good. Okay, love you, friends. Have a fantastic holographic day. Bye.